Hey, happy sunrise, everybody. Um, I I just had like a really um like revelation or word that was given to me. So what I heard clearly was we lost the war the last time, but this time the chances are even greater, and we have to be prepared. Um, I also want to encourage you guys to do research for yourself. Like, don't just listen to other people. Don't just listen to me. Don't just listen to like your favorite celebrity or whatever. People have opinions. That's that is what it is. Perception is at the eye of the beholder. So, again, my reality, my perception, what I see, because I can only see 0.005 of anything that's in front of me. Um, but my perception or what I see could be totally different. And that's why we have these discussions and we go into these debates and battles and conversations about trying to prove to the other person that we're right, they're wrong, or our views versus theirs. But what I'm really feeling is do that for yourself and really hone into what your intuition tells you. Everybody's going to have an opinion. Everybody's going to have their own way of viewing things. And of course, your algorithm on your social media is going to tailor that for you because it's looking at what it thinks you want to look at. So it's trying to find things to reassure you of what you're already feeling or thinking. And I'll just give you a quick little example. So this morning I woke up. I've just been feeling like go with the flow, very slow. I know the things that I have to do, so I'm knocking those out of the way, but I'm not rushing. I'm not like, oh, I'm on a time schedule to get something done in a certain time. I'm just kind of going through my morning. And in going through my morning, I turned on Instagram. Of course, algorithm started perpetuating, and now um I'm seeing all of these videos about conspiracy theories and what the government is doing, what the government isn't doing, the stuff that's happening in Tennessee. um I got like 5 minutes of that information. um and then it started going into like some hateful stuff, like literally, like it was just I started to like be like, man, what is this? Like literally, I'm literally like, this is not what I'm feeling. I don't want to feel this way. Why am I now? I'm starting to get angry. um I am an African American woman, or I'm of the black race, or how whatever you want to identify me as far as my color, the color of my skin. So I see all of these videos, and now it's starting to make me upset. Of, a lot of African Americans, we don't even start anything. We come in peace. We're always very peaceful. I think that's like just in our DNA, until you start acting cuckoo. But again, now my emotions are, I'm angry. Didn't wake up angry. Didn't have, those notes of characteristics in me for the day. I knew what I needed to plan. I sat there and planned it. I was talking, just doing my morning routine, um praying, whatever it is, talking to source, whatever it is that you want to say, you do however you do it. That's my morning routine. But I noticed that shift, and then source or God or whomever was like, turn your phone off. Like, literally, I heard that as clear as day. Turn your phone off. It's your phone. And so I Then um, I go on social media on my YouTube channel that I'm um, encouraging individuals, trying my best to encourage individuals, and I see a comment and I meet it with love because I'm no longer I felt like if I would have been in that energy of anger, hate, I could have just said things that I really don't mean. But I checked myself and I evaluated the environment that I was in, and I noticed that myself changed by being in that situation or being in that environment. And so, like, I'm just encouraging people, like, this whole hantavirus that, like, it is so many things that you can get distracted by. You can get pulled away from your purpose, and sometimes people are like, I don't even hear God's voice. I don't hear God's voice. And it's because you're distracted. You have so many things that are going on around you that you can't even think for yourself. You're not again, it goes back to spending time with yourself and knowing what those nudges mean, what that intuitional calling means. Like, you could clearly be upset. You could clearly go and do harm to people just off the strength of I'm I am me or whatever, but compassion, having love, having understanding, I don't have to believe in everything that you believe in. That's not what this challenge on earth is about. The challenge on earth is about finding why you came here in the first place. Who are you? Know yourself. Why did you accept the challenge to come to earth? It couldn't have all been for bad. It couldn't have been just to be here and to allow social media to take you on and to take you for a ride. It couldn't have been for you to size yourself up against women that went and got surgeries to make themselves look a certain way, and you didn't have the money to do that. So now you hate on every woman that has curves, whether they're natural or not. It couldn't have been because you wanted to pick poverty over being a steward of your finances and understanding that you have a responsibility within your environment to make sure that you are the best of the best, and you are a person that needs to lead and guide other people that come up behind you. It couldn't have been all for naught. So I was just baffled, honestly. Like, I'm like extremely emotional because even though I'm in a state of being still, everything that is percolating in this world is affecting everyone. And sometimes when you just come down a notch, come down to I guess a moment of, if I say 3D, people are going to be like, oh no, like, now I have, these comments in the back of my head, and but I'm free. I'm not even of this world, if you feel me. Like, I'm an individual that I can be in multiple places at multiple times. I'm an individual that does understand what the God um, characteristics are, the compassion. Like, individuals are so hung up on this one word. And it's like, but it's so much more than that. That one word opens the door for other things. It is the door. It is not literally just the end all be all. It is the door to push open, to expand your mind even further. And we just got to know who we are. You just got to know who you are. You just really have to understand the whole meaning of this human experience. And it truly is a human experience. And I get it. I get some people are not, everybody's not going to be able to go to the places that, others have been able to experience. Unfortunately, some people are not going to expand to point zero eight, of scene, or whatever you want to box it up as. But that does not mean that we can't try to pull as many people with us as possible. And that's kind of where I'm at. I love each and every person. I love each and every person. I don't care. I really don't care. Like, you are needed. If you truly, truly, truly are a positive individual, and if you are truly someone that has a love like no other, if you are truly someone that can look beyond the color of someone's skin, because if we take all of that off, we're all the same. And that's what people truly mean, is when you are outside of your body, of this fleshly body. Those are things that come from the Bible, yes, but they derived from something else. It derived from something else. Do your homework. I hear people talk about they go down the rabbit hole. Go down the rabbit hole, my love. Know things for yourself. Yourself, the person that you're with all the time, will let you know if it's true or not. Just like when you are in church and you get tingles, you know what I'm saying? Like when you catch the spirit, you feel a certain way. There is a certain frequency, there is a certain atmosphere that has been presented, and you go into that atmosphere, you feel something. Your body will tell you. I am I just I it's just love. It is like I love, cuz I don't want to see anybody behind. But I also have to do what I've been put on this earth to do. And, we just have to see things for what they are. And I'm going to continue to do the work that I feel is needed to be done. And I'm going to continue to push forward and be vigilant in the messages that I feel need to be shared. But I just really had that heavy on my heart. And I wanted to just stop and say, you know what? This has to be one of those moments where, even in the Bible, where God, where Jesus, if you will, was crying out to God, like, why have you forsaken me? Before he went on the cross, he couldn't hear God, and he went through all of these emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not comparing myself to Jesus. I'm not comparing myself to anybody, but I can empathize with the feeling. If you are someone that is truly tapped in, you could probably empathize with the individuals that you see that are asking for guidance, that are begging for wisdom, that are begging for just the desire to be heard. um and it's covered in love. It's covered in love. So even when they are doing things at the most purest form, and it's covered in love, and you know it has sprinkles of joy on it, and just laughter and easement, there are still challenges amongst that. There is still a little bit of salt in one bite. There a little bit more salt in one bite. There is still a little bit of, it may not have all tasted unanimously the same, because there are so many different variables that go into the ingredients, and just knocking one thing off can just throw the taste for everything. Never mind the presentation, whether it was beautiful, pretty, and you didn't even want to eat it because it was so pretty, but you ate it. And now you are having to deal with the reality of where you set your feet. Each step you take, you have to make sure it's the right one, because we just can't afford to lose anymore, and the battle that we did lose 7,000 years ago, it is upon us one more time. Confirmation. It is upon us one more time. So we need to ensure that we are ready, whatever that looks like for you. You need to ensure that you are ready. And again, I love you guys. You are needed. You are wanted in my world. You are wanted. You are needed. You have so many indescribable powers, and um it's just so much that you can do that you haven't even recognized yet. And so I just encourage you, continue to encourage you. Um, just be yourself, know who you are, and those answers will come. Love you much.